Good timing, Mr. Martin. Hello, everybody. I don't know if you can hear me, but maybe you can. Charlie, thank you for your service. I can't believe I'm home. Can't believe I'm home. Let me know if you can hear me. My buddy Tim could not be here to help me sound check, and I'll tell you why. Pardon me. Pardon me. What? Don't renew. I just got an offer for YouTube Premium, friends and family or some shit. I was like, oh, hell no. I don't want that. Whatever it is, I don't want it. Okay, great. Vincent, you can hear me. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss You. Good to see you. Now, look, let me go up here and do this thing I got to do. Because who was first? It was writer Jordan Gory, Jory Lurie. I love saying that. I'm going to go through this, just this one comment, and then I'm going to do our little standard intro. Well, not standard, but you know what I mean. Writer Jordan Gory, Jory Lurie was the first in the chat today, and that means his name goes into a hat. A drawing, as they say, and I'll draw a winner January for both the first people in the chat in all my live streams from 2023 and the last person to chat before the stream goes dead. 2 prizes, 2 people. Could be the same person. You never know. But anyway, that's how we do it. So before I get on to saying hello to everybody else, I want you to know that I'm glad to be home. I'm glad to be doing a full 2-hour show from home with you guys. And I want to say welcome to the dark side. Oh, wait, did I say dark side? I meant dork side. Welcome to the dork community and my little corner of the world here. That was some good noise to start off. Now, getting back to this, Peter Graves tried to be first. He even typed F. And he was the first to type F. Maybe that's a whole different prize thing. But Peter Graves, thank you for all your support over these many, many years, these decades. Let me see here. Vanilla Gorilla's here, I see. Okay, so next up we have Vincent, who did survive the Pillmore Household Challenge, but barely. I love introducing you every time like that, Vincent. I hope you don't mind. Peter Graves, yeah, well, it's all in the wrist, I hear. So Jeff Young is back. Jeff, I suppose you don't have any good news for me about a SoapGirls CD. That is very disheartening, but thanks for looking for that In My Skin Japanese CD. I was hoping my friend could pick it up. He looked, though. He gave it a good shot. Welcome back, Jeff. It was good to see the CDs that you did pick up. I saw your social media post about that. Next up, new in the chat, is Adrian, a people's favorite. One of my favorites, too. Adrian, I'm coming to LA Saturday. I don't know if I'm going to have any time. You're probably not even in town, but I'm only going to be there a couple nights for rehearsals. Pardon me. My goodness. But hey, Adrian, welcome. I'm glad to see you. Groovy Lisa, oh my God, Pilly D. Used to be Pilly P back in the day. Pilly P. My friend Mindy used to call me Pilly P. What's up, Lisa? Yes. My friend Lisa. Last time I saw Lisa was at Amoeba Records in Hollywood, California. Butter Knives, what's up? One of the artists extraordinaires that comes to my streams. And I'm very honored to have such a talented young person here. Butter Knives, greetings. Thank you for being here. AZ Mick, good to see you as always. Thank you. Thank you for the waves and stuff and saying hi to my friends. And Nicktronic, 28th. That's someone's favorite number, I'm sure. I'm sure it is. Yeah, I posted this. I like to recommend something every week. And off the top of my head, I came up with the new Oliver Tree song, which I think is pretty groovy. And there is another very creative, talented illustrator right there. Amina Palmer, what's up? Nice to see you, Amina. Always, as always, and saying hi to everybody. Very nice. Oh, yes. Peter, I'm glad you mentioned this. I just noticed that post right before I did the stream. I noticed it scroll up into my feed or whatever, and I need to go check it out. Sophia Swink. I wonder if she plays bass. I remember back in the day of her putting videos up of her playing bass. I wonder if that ever became something of a band. Let's see. Nick, trying to miss you, of course. What's up? Salute. Salute, miss you. My goodness, I missed hanging out with you guys because of my crazy schedule lately. It's good to be back here, just relaxing and looking at stuff. Hey, Base Star, what's up? Thanks, Base Tar. You can't watch now, but I appreciate you watching. I talked to Base Tar while I was at a SoapGirls show. Talked to him on the phone. He's somebody I met over there at the SoapGirls channel. Let's see. Who else? The family's just all saying hello, and there's Vanilla Gorilla. Vinyl Gorilla Records. What is up? Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I don't pay attention to that soap opera. Those stories that you guys watch on TV. I gotta watch my stories every night when I get home. Gotta watch my stories. Yeah, the characters don't interest me, in the plot, I don't know. It's kind of banal to me. I don't care. I don't much care for those TV shows. Edward, thank you for the report. Edward used to run a rock club, so he knows about check 1 2 1 2. He knows about that stuff. I like when Vanilla Gorilla laughs. Vinyl Gorilla. I don't know why I'm stuck on the vanilla thing. It's hilarious. I just actually, honestly, mispronounced his name once, and it became a thing. For me, anyway. Heckfar is here, yes. And who else? Let's see. Heckfar, Groovy Lisa, miss you. Adrian, Groovy Lisa, Adrian, AZ Mick. Okay, it's just the fam. Oh, now Wyoming Dave. What's up? Haven't seen you yet. How's it going? Nice to see you. All the way over there in Wyoming. I would assume. Fuzzwad. Now, that's a motherfucker. That's another guy that I met over at the SoapGirls channel. And I just got to point that out because I think it's really interesting how different YouTube worlds mix and mingle sometimes. And I met old Fuzzy at a few of the SoapGirls shows that I went to recently, and he was of great help. And thank you, Fuzz, for your service. He gave me a ride to my hotel a couple nights and everything. Very, very nice guy. Thank you very much. Can't wait to see you again, brother. And I'm sure it'll happen soon. Free Saturday evening. Oh, that's rehearsal for me. But maybe after rehearsal, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'll reach out. I don't know what's going down. I don't know if I'm going to be under some kind of COVID thing. I'm not quite sure what the protocol is going to be. But what? Oh, my goodness. Make sure you get my good side. Back in my head. Let's see here. I want to make sure I say hello to all the people. Dave, the pickup artist, what is up? Why are you over there in Jackass Flats? I hear he's well known over there. Eddie, oh yeah, he's drinking and smoking right there. I ain't drinking tonight. I can't drink tonight, you guys. I got to get up really early, pack, check into my flight, and then the next day I leave. So I only have a little while to get ready here tomorrow. So yeah, no alcohol for me. I got hardly any groceries in the house. I think I've said hello to everybody. That's pretty cool. Now, let me tell you what happened to our friend Tim today. I haven't spoken to him in a few days. I've been very busy. You know, I was on the road constantly, either driving or thrifting or eating or peeing or getting gas or selling SoapGirls merch or getting video footage and photos of the SoapGirls or sleeping maybe 2-3 hours a night. It was crazy. So I haven't talked to him in a few days, and I reached out to him today. Hey, you coming to the stream? And he tried to come here, and his power went out. Big storm coming through. His power came back on, but his internet did not. And a tree fell kind of near his house or something, and he had some power lines down, and so he's dealing with stuff. So proper positive energy and belches to Tim as he deals with that craziness. Now, Dusty Spins is here as well. What is happening, man? Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by the stream. And by the way, everybody, this is driving me crazy. I hate that these glasses, my new glasses, aren't reflective covered. You know, they don't have the anti-reflective thing. I'm going to get it added if I can. I might even call tomorrow about it, but I think likely next week when I get home, I'm going to, because I read that you can get something like sprayed on there and added to it, because I just can't stand the reflections, man. It drives me absolutely crazy. Storm was in Minneapolis yesterday. I wish we would have got the storm. Really, I really love storms, and whenever we get a storm in this neighborhood, it's like rains for 10 minutes or something, and then it's gone. Like it might rain really hard, but for some reason, this neighborhood, I don't know if it has a dip and it has some water or whatever's in it, but it makes the clouds and the storms go right around us every time. Yep, it's true. Now, so yeah, good thoughts to Tim dealing with that nightmare. I think, I mean, he's fine. His power is back on, mind you, but his internet isn't. So he was trying to text me photos. He called me trying to text me photos of the wind damage, but no go. This road trip, I don't know if you guys know, I was on this road trip. I started on the 7th, drove up there, I believe what was a Friday. Yes, because I streamed on Thursday, right? And then I went on Friday, I believe. Drove all day Friday, left at 4 in the morning. I got to tell you some stories from this trip, man. It was the longest road trip I've ever been on in my life. The longest time I've ever driven alone in a car constantly. Like constantly. Even when I'd get to my destinations, all I would do was drive around those cities. So I get in the car, I get up at 3, and we're going through a little heat wave on planet Earth now, if you didn't notice. And a week or so ago, it wasn't any different. So at 3 in the morning, it was muggy. I was loading the car, right? And I was sweating my bools off, as they say. Aaron, what's up? All that shit. All those hand signals, man, I'm doing all for you. Aaron's here. What's up? And I assume, as usual, Aaron will be streaming after this stream, and we'll all go over there and help him support the cause of rock and roll. Look. He's always got them, man. He's always got them up his sleeve in his pants. Any case, I'm dry. I get in the car. I get loading the car at 3 in the morning. I want to get in the car at 4 and go. I'm sweaty. I'm just like gross. So I just like drive in nothing really but my swim trunks. And of course, because I had ant bites and weird crap going on my ankles, I just had some paper towels kind of loosely taped around my ankles with some flip-flops on. It's a nightmare, okay? It was a nightmare to see this creature walking out at 3 in the morning. So I get in the car at 4, all the windows rolled down because although it's muggy, when the car gets going, the cool morning air was evident, right? So I'm driving the first 2 hours in the dark from 4 till about 5:45, 6 in the morning. And at some point before it got light, about an hour and a half, 2 hours into the trip, I was feeling like, okay, it's a little chilly now. So I don't want to roll the windows up because then it's just muggy. And my back is kind of getting scratchy on the seat, your skin and the seat starts to not mix well. So I'm like, I got to put my t-shirt on. I'm like, all right, well, got to take my glasses off. So I won't be able to see real far. But, there's nobody on the road. It's just me. I'm going 80 miles an hour. It's dark. I got ant bites and blisters all over my ankles. I'm driving in flip-flops. I've never driven in flip-flops my whole life. I'm taking the longest road trip I've ever been on in flip-flops. Okay, bear with me. It's funny to me because this really happened. Okay, so I'm driving. I'm like, got to get my shirt on. What do? I'm driving 80 miles an hour. I'm not really into the idea of stopping already because I know the drive I have ahead of me. So I'm just like, I got to go. I just got to go. The only time I stop is when bodily functions stop me, or needing gas, right? So I'm going. I figure, I'm driving one hand, I'm getting the shirt ready. I'm figuring out where the back is, the tag. I'm getting my kind of hand around the neck hole. And I'm like, okay, there's the neck hole. All I got to do is stick my head through it and then figure out getting my arms through the sleeves one by one, right? Oh, and I'd never owned flip-flops before, Adrian. Well, I probably did when I was a kid, maybe in junior high school, maybe in high school. I think by high school, I was over the flip-flops thing. Once I saw Fast Times at Ridgemont High, I was Vans slip-ons for the rest of my life, and that is no lie. So anyway, yeah, I've never even owned flip-flops before. I had to get flip-flops because I couldn't wear shoes because these ant bites were all over my ankles and my feet. I got about 15 to 20 ant bites on each ankle. And it took a while for them to heal. So anyway, I'm driving with these blisters. I got paper towels taped around my ankles. I take the shirt and I'm like, okay, there's the neck hole. Got my glasses off. I put the shirt on, pulling it. It won't go on. It's over my eyes. A black t-shirt is over my eyes. I don't have my glasses on. I'm trying to get the shirt over them. Driving 80 miles an hour. I'm going, God damn it. I finally just throw the shirt off. Couldn't get it on. Almost died. I got the shirt off just in time to catch myself before I ran off the road into a fiery crash. But yeah, it was really good that there was nobody else on the road. I'd never taken my life in my own hands like that. But eventually I did get that damn shirt on. So that was funny. And I don't know if you got to see, there's some videos I put up. I put up the thrift haul video, which shows all the stuff I got while thrifting and flea marketing over about a week's period. Up, from North Carolina to Chicago. Really, Chicago wasn't really my first stop. I probably stopped one or two places on the way to stretch my legs, get gas, and I would find a thrift store, walk through it, get some stuff. First real destination was Chicago. I get there around 7 that night, maybe 8 because of the time change. I can't remember, or vice versa. Anyway, I get there at 7 or 8 Chicago time, and I pull up to this wonderful person who let me stay at her house, a friend of a friend on Facebook, and I pull up, say hi to her, load all my stuff in, literally just like splash water on my face, and call my friend Zepurl Vance, who you all know from YouTube. And hey, man, were you ready to hang out? What do you want to do? He says, yeah, I'll come get you. We'll hang out at the house, have a few drinks, then we'll go out to a bar and whatever. And this is after driving 13 hours, but the trip probably took me 15 hours because I stopped a couple times. So anyway, so I'm like, okay, shake it off, splash some water, change my shirt, put some deodorant on, change my hat, go over to his house. And then we did this little live stream. We were trying to think of a way, like, Zep is a totally cool person, and I've never met him face to face, but we've met on YouTube. And we were supposed to meet a couple years ago when I was traveling with DEVO. It just didn't work out last minute. But anyway, I go over to his house, and I'm like, man, should we live stream? He's like, yeah, why not? I was like, well, we gotta come up with a reason for you to live stream, and then I'll just kind of barge in somehow. And he said, well, it's Led Zeppelin's anniversary of this last show they ever did. And I'm like, perfect. Nobody will suspect anything. So we go over there, we have some drinks. I walk into his house, though, and you know how it is when you walk in somewhere. Well, maybe you don't know where it is, how it is, but when you watch somebody on YouTube or a television show and you finally walk into the studio where they shoot stuff, or the television studio or the talk show, or it looks different. It looks smaller, or it looks just, but you can tell that's what you see all the time. Oh, there's the shot that I see right there. So I walk in, and the first thing I'm like is, oh, there it is. There's your setup. There's the shot. Oh, my God. And then I look around, and the whole place is like a good background, because you sometimes you walk into people's place and it's like that one spot is the thing that's set up for the shot, right? Everything else is a mess. But it was a lot like my house, because collector nerds like us, and I'm going to say hi to some more folks in the chat as soon as I get done running my mouth about this guy, Zep. Zep Pearl. So I walk in his house and I notice not a lot of furniture, right? Just kind of like my house. I don't have a lot of furniture, but the stuff I have is all along the walls, and it's all displayed rock and roll stuff. Exactly the same in his house. I'm like, oh, Cheap Trick stuff. Oh, Kiss, Zeppelin. There's a video I put up of our meetup, and it shows his actual restroom too, which is he gave me some exclusives on my channel, some behind the scenes exclusives. And it was really fun. We did that stream, and then we dogpiled onto the Vinyl Archivists stream, Patrick. That was funny. And then we went out to a club, a bar, and we were out till 3 a.m, I think. I didn't mean to be, but we were just talking and having fun, and we kept going different places, and the weather was okay. It was more comfortable at night. And then he's like, well, what are you doing tomorrow morning? I'm like, well, I'm going to try to get up early and go thrifting before we have to do SoapGirls stuff. And I want to go to the SoapGirls before doors open, at least an hour or two. So you figure, whatever. That's the plan. So I was like, if you're up early enough, come thrifting with me. But I think I might sleep in tomorrow, because it's like 3, right? I still have to get home, get to where I'm staying. And so the next morning, he texts me about 10 in the morning, something like that. Hey, man, what's up? I'm like, yeah, I've been up since 6 thrifting. I just woke up at like 6 or 6:30 after going to sleep at 3:30. And I'm just waking up in the hotel and going, well, guess I should get up. I should just get up and do it. And I'm glad I did, because I went to a few places, a flea market and some other stuff, and I had a great time and found some good stuff. So anyway, let me quit that for a minute and let me see who else is here. Zeb's here. We haven't seen you in a while. What's up? Nice to see you. Okay, we got Mr. Biz. We got Jay. What's up, JW? Nice to see you. Spud Byro's here. What's happening? Good to see you. Oh, hell yeah. I'm so glad to be home and here where I can focus. this stuff. Dusty Spins is here. Okay, right. Scrolling. New people. Where's the new people? Hold on. I know there are some. Hi Def, what's up? What's up, Eric? How you doing, man? I've been seeing you posting a lot of videos. I haven't watched a bunch of them, but I like the fact that you're posting lots of videos. I need to catch up on everybody's videos as soon as I get a damn second. Brian, what's up, man? Nice to see you. Oh yeah, don't spill the beans, Adrian. You gotta go make them watch the video. That's how we do it here. We make the video and then we'd like you to go watch it. But in addition to the great VC meetup video, which I really love doing those. I did one with Rob, the Waxed. Did one with him. Did one with those metal boys. You know the metal boys. Oh, I got an itch. I hope it's not a damn spider bite or an ant bite. But I've done a few of these VC meetup videos, and I want to do many more. I'm waiting for the day where I could do like a Dr. Ass and Ryan Kidd meetup in the same city. There's a chance I'll meet Dr. Ass in August. Hopefully, maybe. So another video I put up recently was SoapGirls live set, whole set from Chicago. The first show we saw on the little journey I took, and also put up the Thrift haul video, and I also put up the VC meetup with Vance. Now, that's right. No, yeah, High Def was here, and he brought those metal kids, and they came to my house. We did a little shoot at the record store, the Sorry State cool record store here in Raleigh, and then I convinced them to come to my house. I was like, it's just a mile and a half that way. Let's go over there. So thanks for coming by, High Def. It was really good to see you guys, and we got to do that again sometime. Of course, I remember the King Biscuit Flower Hour. Yes, I do. There was an EP version of that released, and then there was this radio station only copy of the whole show, which I had for years, and then they reissued it officially at some point. I don't know how easy that is to find right now, but it is out there. It does exist. So upcoming tomorrow, if I remember, and I'm going to remember, I have more SoapGirl stuff to post. Another show, not the whole set, a lot of it. Another stuff. So I have maybe 2 or 3 more SoapGirls videos to post from that journey. And I was really glad to see them and hang out with them. And I got to say, speaking of the SoapGirls, I have this whole box of stuff that I got to talk to you guys about. Speaking of the SoapGirls, it was really cool because Sam, who, if you know the SoapGirls, they're a band from South Africa, 2 sisters, used to sell soap on the streets of Cape Town when they were little girls. They got a record deal out of it, made a pop record, weren't happy with the pop record world, although it did well. So they told Universal Japan, we want to do rock music, we want to do this and that. And Universal Japan said, no way, we're not into it. Long story short, they make their own albums now. They do their own tours. And Sam, the kinfolk, the one in charge, the one that does all their artwork, the one that manages them, drives the bus, all the stuff. She gave me these cool special tour pins that she made. That she only made them a few. They're not selling them or anything. She just gives them to special people, and I got some. I'm so happy. Of course, I bought a bunch of stuff. They had a bunch of merch, which I'll show you. And then they also got me this at a antique shop they stopped at somewhere on their journeys in America. Now it looks like is he holding a water pipe? Looks like he's holding a water pipe to me. And then Millie of SoapGirls, the bass player, she found these. She said, Michael, these are so weird. They reminded me of you. And I got them. The little rubber white people. Okay. Little rubber. Now look at this guy's underwear. What's going on there? It's like a cop with his ass hanging out. And he's got a problem up there. He's got a problem down there, I guess is what he. Now she's just happy-go-lucky. She's wearing some lettuce, pickles, onions. Don't upset us. And they're just rubber people. I like them. So I got that stuff from them. I was very touched that they would give me such cool gifts. Now, let me just, while we're on this SoapGirls thing. Hey, Crip Von Flocht. How you doing, buddy? So I got some flyers here. Now, here's one that I got from their tour last year. One of the clubs gave me this. Pretty cool. That's the tour I did not see. They just visited my house on that tour. And then here's one from the Warehouse, which is the last show I saw on the tour. And I got 2 of them to sign it. I could not remember to get Nomi to sign it. My God, but I'm gonna one day. But yeah, Brandon signed it. Look what he wrote. That's the best. And then, yeah, what's this say? This says, Michael, you are alien something. Alien something. I don't know. It was late at night. I can't read it. It's okay. Now, I also got this flyer from the Crucible show, another Wisconsin show. There's a lot of Wisconsin shows, man, which is why I went to Wisconsin to see the tour, because I figured, well, more bang for my buck there in that state. I can go see 4 shows really close to each other. Now, the hat. I saw somebody mention the new hat. Now, this hat. That's right, Jay, I met you. That's right. I met so many people from online. Oh, and I got a story to talk about. I'll tell you in just a second. But anyway, I got these hats at a flea market. I want to say it was maybe Kentucky, maybe Wisconsin. But yeah, made in China, color of money. Right? So I thought those were pretty cool. $5 each. Can't go wrong. Now, speaking of meeting people, I got to tell you guys some cool historic thing that happened. So a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, that was a very geeky reference, which I never make movie references, but that's so pop culture. I think that's beyond a movie reference at this point. But anyway, a long time ago, I'm going to say back in the late 90s, a guy named Rhino 32 or Rhino and some number. That's how I knew him from online. He was maybe part of Alt Fan DEVO or one of these news groups that I followed that were a bunch of DEVO geeks. And he, when I started trying to figure out how to share pictures of my DEVO collection, back then I think my name was DEVO Geek. It wasn't DEVO Obsesso, it was DEVO Geek. And he gave me my first web space, basically, and said, hey, I have this web space. You can post your DEVO stuff here. Just send me the pictures and I'll post it. So he was kind of the guy that convinced me or got me to thinking about, I could probably do that myself. I could probably learn some basic HTML and do that stuff myself instead of sending everything to him and getting him to do it. I can just do it. But he supplied my, I think, DEVO Obsesso web space for a long time, very long time. And I'd never met him face to face. Well, I probably did many years ago, but not in a long time. So he wore a shirt that says Rhino, introduced himself, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, man, you changed my life. If it wasn't for you hooking me up with that web space and getting me interested in thinking about how to display stuff on a website, I would have never probably learned how to do websites. And that's got my shoe in the door for working with DEVO, really, or one of my shoes. So I had to thank Rhino, give him a big hug. It's great to meet him. And it was just random that we met at a SoapGirls show. He just happens to be a fan. And I have a DEVO connection with him. So, Zep. Oh, Zep is here, right? So we were talking about you, man. I was telling people about the feeling I got when I walked in your house was kind of like set up like mine with a bunch of stuff on display around the edges of the room. So cool. And I was surprised that Zep had never showed certain views of his space on camera, because I got him to show the other side of the room, basically behind the camera. And it was just another wall of beautiful records, right? He did that on the Patrick stream. And everybody's like, whoa, that wall's just as good. Wow, that's great. So really cool. Vanille, if you look hard enough, man, if you look hard enough, where there's a will, there's a way, my friend. But yeah, Zep, it was a blast hanging out. And, Peter Graves' DEVO news is I'm going to rehearsal this weekend. Everything's crazy right now, trying to get everything packed up, trying to get the wardrobe case condensed down into a smaller case with more costumes and more crap than we've ever traveled with. And that's going to be challenges. Devotional news, it's going to happen. T-shirts are all done, going to be printed probably end of August, maybe early September. Don't have any more guests I can announce. We have some raffle prizes we can announce. I'm just, our hands are tied. We cannot announce things that aren't totally confirmed. And this year is nuts. So it's taken a little while, but I have faith that people are going to come through. So, I think it is. It's pretty cool. Now, Zepp has this interesting, I'll just let you see the video because it's really cool to watch, but there's this interesting way that he holds his laptop up to get his shot on his streams. It's interesting what's under there. Zuma, what's up? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in, and thanks for hanging out a little bit. I'm just running my mouth. My friend Tim can't be there. He lost internet, and he is dealing with some storm damage. I don't think anything real major, but some irritating storm damage. Now, I've got this box of stuff down here under my feet that I've just been throwing things in kind of throughout the week going, oh yeah, I got to talk about that on Thursday. Oh yeah, I got to talk about that on Thursday. So I'm just going to start showing you stuff. Now, you've seen this shirt that I'm wearing, right? Now, if you've never been to a SoapGirls show, I'm just saying, they got a lot of merch. They're touring England right now. They just got done with their U.S. tour last week. Went back to England. They're touring, doing some shows in England. Then they're going, I think, to Japan. And then they're going to Australia, if I'm not mistaken. Is it Australia? And then they're coming back to the U.S. in November, I believe. More news on that coming soon. But so I got the black version of this shirt too, the Potion Tour. And I think this character here is kind of a mix of the two girls because I can see some Nomi makeup here and some Millie makeup here. So that's what I'm thinking. It's a morph of the two sisters. And then I didn't stop there. I got the tie-dye one. I got the black one. And guess what, guys? I had to get the pink one too. Look, I went a little crazy, all right? But they were very kind to me. Look at this design, okay? Now look at this. Can we decipher this design here? What's going on here? You got two people, humans, joined, and then what's that in the carriage? And then what's the song called? This is a song called Chains. Chains. The chains of marriage and childhood. Well, childhood and childbearing. But yeah, I had to get that one. Then, I got, hold on. Oh yeah, I got this. Now this shirt is really wild. I thought that last one was pretty wild, but look at this one. This is another song of theirs. Okay, SoapGirls. Oh my goodness. Song called Hate Breeds of theirs. And great graphics on that shirt. I think this one's coming to Europe with me. And then I didn't stop there. I got what is called a cooler bag. SoapGirls cooler bag. Okay, it's a little bag that you can put like a 6-pack in. It's kind of waterproof inside. Got some drawings of the girls. It's wicked. And look, it says on the fist there, Soap Suds. That's their fans. You know, DEVO has spuds. These girls have suds. Is that kind of weird? Is that kind of like coinky dinky? Look at that, Soap Suds. And on some of their merch, they have really good quotes, but I can't find it on this particular one. But some of their merch, man, I'll just you have to go and look at their merch page. If anybody can find that and post it, any of my mods, that would be cool. Now, also, I'm looking at things that people gave me. And I can't remember exactly who gave me what. Now, I think somebody gave me this at the SoapGirls show, and I think this guy is a comedian, a big guy, big white boy, and it's called Morbid Obesity by the Unbookables, and I think it's comedy dudes, right? So he gave me that. And then I can't remember which one of my suds buddies gave me this, but this is all stuff from the local area in Wisconsin. This is a band that was very influential, I guess, in the area. Itis, like the itis. I got the itis. And look at this itis cover. Look at that rip on Kiss. Itis. It's so ridiculous. And there's more itis. So I don't know much about him. Look, there's another Kiss reference there. I don't know anything about him, but this guy was like, they're really important to the scene here. And, I think he'd dig it. So look at that, man. I'm going to dig some itis at some point. So that was very sweet of people to do. And I got more stuff. Oh, Zep. I gotta show you something, Zep. I kept it. Zep. Hold on, I'm scrolling. I'm sorry if I missed anybody. I'm trying to say hi to everybody, but hold on. Now, Zep and I were streaming, and I was trying to be all fancy and adjust the lighting because for my camera, the room looked a little blown out, like it was like just overwashed. So I was looking at this light bulb in his house, and we figured out that if we hung this over the light bulb, gave it a nice red tinge in the room. So I kept this as a souvenir from our stream. This is the this is the lighting tool that we used. So kept that. Oh, and Zep also gave me some Led Zeppelin stickers from my rock and roll door downstairs. The front door of my house is covered with stickers. So that was really cool. Got more stuff, you guys. Hold on. Oh yeah, I got some of these. I got SoapGirls socks, $5. I don't think they'll ever fit my feet. I think they're very tiny socks, but I had to get them nonetheless. Let's open them up and see how small these really are. Probably little girl socks. Oh yeah, see, I'm not going to be fitting much into those, but I had to have them. $5, man. You can't go wrong with socks of any kind. $5 for the collectability alone, my friends. I bought some socks. And just, I think they gave me a pretty good deal on this merch, to tell you the truth. But I probably could send them some more money for this stuff. But yeah, I got a bunch of stickers. While me and Vance were trotting along the record store route, I was getting some stuff. Oh no, this is from a club. One of the clubs had these Wisconsin metal magnets. That's a magnet, so that's pretty cool. I want to make sure I don't get that near any credit card. And then here's a store we went to, Meteor Gem. That's right. They rip off the Mortician logo for that sticker. So that's cool. Got a bunch of those. Got this Meteor Gem sticker, record store. Yeah, we went to this Bucket of Blood record store. That's a good record store sticker right there. Y'all look at my head. Look at my head. Look at my head. Oh, that's the right size right there. Look at my head. Oh. So anyway, yeah, we got stickers. I love stickers, and thanks Vance I know Vance was grabbing me piles of stickers at these places. And what else we got here? Oh, a local friend of mine who has run a screen printing business for many years, decades, has printed shirts for White Stripes and Melvins and Red Cross and Ramones and DEVO and Tenacious D and on and on and on. He made some really interesting stickers. And now I don't follow the news, and I don't follow the stories, the political stories, or none of that stuff. But I think this is playing on some current events. But he made this sticker here. We buy judges. Nice. And then I like this one a lot. Winning the war on kids. I mean, I understand the sentiment, but I think the sticker would be just as good, just the war on kids. All right, come on. We ain't trying to fight no kids here. Come on. We ain't trying to fight them. We will influence them negatively, but we will not fight them. Oh, and then we got this sticker. I think it's by a band from up there called The Haunt. And then I traded, I saw this in Vance's house. He had a pile of stickers that he says he just sticks around randomly, kind of like graffiti, but just random band logos. But anyway, I was like, I need the Public Enemy. So I think I traded him an I Threw Up sticker for this. Oh, and check this out. Speaking of SoapGirls. So Millie, Camille, the bass player, she likes her Jack Daniels, but only when she plays. I don't think she's not really a drinker. But when she plays on stage, she likes to have some Jack Daniels. So I brought her a few little bottles of it because I thought they were cute. And then she drank one, most of one night, left this bottle on the stage, and then I had her sign it afterwards. Rock forever. That's pretty rock and roll. An autographed bottle of Jack Daniels. And there's a little bit left in there. That's pretty nice. And then, okay. Oh, another sticker I didn't show yet. Oh, this is a good Bucket of Blood sticker. It's like very Guar-esque. Bucket of Blood. Oh, look at that focus there. Yeah. Oh, it's my head. It's my head. The fuck is wrong with me? Oh, I don't know if you saw the thrift haul video. I'm going to start digging into that chat in a second. The thrift haul video, but I mentioned the fact that I like to take price stickers off these record covers or off the shrink wrap if I can. Any price sticker that mentions music or records or anything like that. It can't just be 99 cents. It has to be a name of a music store, 99 cents, or records, or it has to have some kind of physical media reference on it or store reference. So anyway, I found this on one of the albums that was worth really nothing, but that was worth it to me. Probably one of the ones that Vance gave me. Look at that Record Warehouse sticker. And then there's a bunch of these. I'm going to get a few of these, but I love this Music Market, 50 cents. So I have a little framed collections of these music related stickers from albums. That's what I do. I don't know. Let me see if there's anything else in here. Now, I don't know. I guess we went to this place. I don't know. Sea beer for a D world. I'm not a thinker. I'm not going to figure that out pretty soon, but I'll figure it out one day. I think that's all that kind of stuff. Oh, one more thing. When I was in, maybe a couple more things. When I was in one of the record stores we went in, I was really surprised to find a fanzine, a free fanzine that was sitting by the front door, a little pile of them, and looks like it was completely cut and paste and Xeroxed. It doesn't look like it was it doesn't look like a lot of computer jazz went into this. Maybe a little bit of typesetting. And maybe this little code thing is not really old school, but it's pretty old school. It's pretty old school fanzine, man. I mean, this is how we used to make fanzines in the 80s when we was kids and we had to walk uphill both ways. But I like how it's handwritten and copy and pasted, man. I mean, just cut out of something and glued. Look, I love that. Already planning volume 2. So pretty cool. I haven't really read it, but I respect that this is a fanzine that is basically cut and paste style. I want to show you this. Now this, when I travel on these trips, I don't use an app. I use my GPS when I have to, of course, to get places, but I keep all the information about where I'm going and where I've been on paper. And you can see how tattered this is. It was thrown around the car a bunch while I was driving, but to have a physical thing with all the addresses you're going to, all the hotels, all the, confirmation numbers and everything, the whole schedule here in paper, to me, is invaluable when you travel for any reason, whether it's on tour or for your personal vacation or a road trip of any kind. Having it on paper saves the day for me. And I don't think a lot of people, even like touring bands, have paper day sheets anymore like they used to, and it drives me crazy. So I always have to try to find a printout or make my own printout of the itinerary when I can. It's really frustrating if I don't have a piece of paper. Okay, so let me just take a break from that stuff. I still have some cool stuff to show you down here. A couple of choice items from the thrift haul video that I showed. Just interesting. So let me scroll up here. Well, let me just take this last one here. If you were to get two bands that aren't together anymore back, who would you choose? Boswell Sisters. Boswell Sisters, definitely one of them. And mostly when you ask that question, I think about bands that could never get back together because somebody's died, right? So Boswell Sisters comes off the top of my head. And let's just say Raunch Hands. The Raunch Hands, their singer passed away over the last few years. And it was a big bummer because every now and then they did little shows here and there in New York or Texas or wherever. So that's off the top of my head. But no, I could go on and on about two bands who I want to get back together again. Okay, so what's in the box? Oh, okay, Vincent, that's a good question. Now nothing's in the box. I found this during my thrift hunt. It's one of those empty cubes that you can put records in. Big enough for records. You can either put them like this way or turn the cube up. Like it was at a thrift store with records in it in here. And I was just going through the records, picking a few, and I was like, hey, man, can I buy this thing because I'm traveling and I need it for records? They sold it to me like $5 or $6. But I could always use stuff like this in my house because I always have records with nowhere to go, right? You know the feeling. You have these stashes off to the side which haven't been filed yet, and then you realize, well, there's really not anywhere to put those. Filing is pretty full up. So, now I have extra place to put my to be listened tos or whatever. Boswell sisters, Wyoming Dave, don't sleep on the Boswell sisters. I love them. They were, this is my opinion, and it can be argued, I'm sure. This is my opinion. I believe, and I believe this, I'm not being silly saying this. I believe that the Boswell sisters were really the first inkling, the first hint of rock and roll and even punk rock. They had a rebellious, against the grain spirit, and they promoted that in certain ways. And I respect that. They even did a song called Rock and Roll. It was about a boat rocking and rolling, but it was called Rock and Roll. And they did these things where they would take traditional songs, they would change the rhythm, speed them up, slow them down, just really mess with things. And they would sing, by the way, like the slaves that they hung out with in their very well-to-do home. They sang like the slaves and they sounded like little black girls, but they were white girls, and that's what I think rubbed everybody wrong. But they did do these weird things, these calisthenics, vocal calisthenics, I call them, with their melodies, and they really went against the grain with these traditional songs, right? So people got mad, and there was one album that I have called Boswell Sisters, OK America, OK America. And on the back of the album, it tells a story. One of the Boswell sisters is saying, yeah, once we were on the radio a lot, and we were getting these letters from people in the early days, and most of them were praising our music. But every now and then there was a pan. She said there was a pan letter, and one came through, and my sister, I can't remember which sister was reading it, but my sister was reading it and got upset and crumpled it and threw it down. And the other sister picked it up and read it, and it said, I can't stand every time you play these girls on the radio. They mess with the rhythm, and they mess with the speed of the song, and they sound like savage chanters. And so one girl threw it away, and the other one was like, oh no, we can't throw this away because this proves that we're doing something right. And I'm like, oh my God, that is so punk rock for 1930 or 29 or whatever it was, 30, 31, I think is when they got started. Anyway, Boswell sisters don't sleep. Do not sleep on the Boswells. Go listen to a few songs. Go Google the YouTubes and stuff about them, and I'm sure you'll find some cool stuff. Okay, now here we go. Okay, it was from me. Okay. Oh, Colorado. Okay, Fuzz, thank you. I just was from you. All right, they're from. I knew they were a local band that influenced you and other people somehow. Okay, great. Thanks for the correction. Let's see. Are you planning on doing a short stream for the rehearsal? I don't know. I don't know. I think honestly, this is going to be a pretty grueling rehearsal. Pretty important, and I'm going to be sorting out a whole bunch of wardrobe stuff that to go on smaller things where we're not used to traveling, because we haven't been to Europe in 15 years or so yeah, I don't know if I'm going to have that kind of free time, but I might. I'm going to try. We'll see what happens, but I'm only there for a couple of days. Now in Europe, I'm going to be doing some live streaming. I've already purchased the package that I need to do live streaming in Europe, and so it's all good. I've been assured that I will be able to live stream. Let's see. Okay, I'm just scrolling up here. It's so vomity. Now, vomity, don't use that term in vain, because dig it. I'm kind of into this. I'm not really into throwing up, but I've been making these stickers, and a world with more implied regurgitation seems to be like a better world. So is that vomity? I added some SoapGirls footage on my video. Oh, okay. I'll have to go check that out. Oh, all right. I gotta go check that out. Okay, so cool. Well, man, it was so cool hanging out with Zep. It was so fun. And there was this one bar we wanted to go to. It was like the creepiest bar in America or something, and it was closed for some unknown reason. Zep, I gotta ask you, did you ever find out why that bar was closed? It was a complete mystery. It was closed on like a Friday. Like, They were the most popular girl group before the Andrews Sisters. Yeah, and the Andrews Sisters made no mistake to credit the Boswells as influencing them heavily. They kind of like took the Boswells and whitened it up, They whitened it up, but they didn't whiten it up enough totally, because there's some Boswell sisters, Andrews sisters, that Patty gets down. Patty has the kind of the gruff, growly, kind of like bluesy voice, kind of. Now, I was a huge fan of Andrews sisters when I was in high school, and I think by the time I got to college, I somehow figured out how to contact Patty Andrews, and I called her. Anyway, it's because me and my girlfriend at the time, Diana, were printing Andrews Sisters t-shirts. We just made up our own design, printed them because we loved them so much, and we thought we'd contact them to let them know. And they said, "Oh, that's great. Just send us a dozen or something." So anyway, I talked to Patty a little bit, and she wrote me a letter, and yeah, it was cool. Oh, you haven't found out yet where the bar was closed? Yeah. Well, I'll be there again. If I could do that road trip once, I can do it another time. Look, now here we go. Look at this.
How's it going?
Well, how's it going with you? What's the latest news?
It is a crazy night, man. So neighbor's tree fell on my car and pulled their power lines over my cars. And yeah, my internet was off. I've been on the phone with them. They finally just got it working, whatever. I don't know what happened, but yeah, all kinds of shit went down over here.
Oh, is your car damaged or anything?
I can't tell until the car's moved.
Okay,
the tree.
But it's not obviously like crushed or anything.
No. And if so, it's just the back end of it. But
well, your back end's crushed.
Well, I know, but then the couldn't get a hold of the electric company, had to call the police because I had live wires across my vehicles.
See, when you say electric company and the police, I'm thinking the TV show and the band.
And that's who I should have called.
The electric company.
It would have worked better.
Just call Sting.
But get this. Then the fire department comes in a fire truck, lights and all, and they caution tape my entire yard off with my cars in. So I'm home.
Well, good. It's a good thing you're home and not stuck outside of the home.
And thank God I have some wine and stuff like that,
And you got power and internet.
I got power now, and it's time to open this crap.
Yeah. On the night I'm not drinking, damn.
Dang.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that for the most part, you don't have much to worry about. Your house isn't on fire or have a hole in it.
Yeah, one street over, house went on fire today.
Really? Because of the storm?
No, it was about noon. They said it was because of a dryer vent.
Oh man, bummer.
So yeah.
Well, we were just catching up on some dorky whatever we were talking about, music stuff.
I see Breakfast King of Loyal. I had a Meryl Womack 8-track. Dude.
Oh yeah, hold on a second. Where's that? I gotta
here, I'm gonna bring it up.
He messaged me. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, he messaged me that, and did you actually play it, Breakfast King? I think I have a couple of Meryl Womack 8 tracks, which I think the ones on Discogs are mine. I think I had to add them. I don't think there were any on Discogs before I added them. Doesn't it say who was the contributor or whatever on those items? I think you'll see that if you look up Meryl Womack 8 tracks, Obsesso is credited for adding.
Oh man.
But yeah, so he found a Meryl Womack 8 track.
That's so cool.
Only at one time, I didn't find them in the wild.
Cool.
I think I bought all mine from one person on eBay years and years and years ago. I don't think I've ever found them in the wild.
Yeah, I never have. I mean, that one day I was with you, I was so flipping out because I found a 7-inch. I'd never seen that.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of 7-inches, and I don't even have all the 7-inches, but I have almost everything else. But like a couple of years ago, I saw this thing on eBay. It's an album I'd never seen before. It was like a painting of Meryl on the cover, and it was like a paste-on cover. And on the back, it had this holiday greeting. It was some special kind of holiday record that they would send out with paste-on cover. Never seen one of those before, so who knows what's out there. He was very prolific, Meryl Womack, and he just kept cranking out product like all his life. And rest his soul. He was a very nice guy.
Yeah, he was a pretty incredible guy, man. Holy crap.
I know. He just wouldn't let anything stop him. So yeah, I was just telling stories from the trip about driving with my shirt on my head, going 80 miles an hour.
Of course.
Oh yeah, I got this record cube, right?
Oh yeah, you told me about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I got that. Cats have already been in it. They like it.
Nice.
I wanted to mention the Dickies are now officially on tour in Europe. They just played. I think tonight maybe was their first show.
Yeah.
I saw the merch. There's 2 tour shirts I got to get.
Yeah. You saw the Mickey.
I WhatsApped. Well, actually, Leonard WhatsApped me when he landed.
Okay.
Like, nice. He was like, flight was horrendous. I'm a little jet lagged, but here we go. And I'm like, you're a rock star, man. Go. And I was like, oh, by the way, get me a couple of those shirts. He was like, will do. So hopefully he remembers because, yeah, we can't sell the Mickey on the site, right? There's no way. So the live shows are the only place, and especially in Europe, it's probably
no. But that's not the normal Mickey one. It's that's the fan club one.
Well, yeah, but it's got the Hitler mustache, which you can't.
No, but I have that, but this one's different.
Yeah, it's a little different. It's like a remake. It's a modern remake by Carlos.
And did you notice the back of the whatever the hell whatever one was it? I forget something hell with the Satan.
Yeah, I couldn't read it. My eyes aren't good enough to read it, but I noticed it was a Dickie shirt, so I have to have it.
But did you see up top? It was Kiss font.
Oh, really? I couldn't see that.
Yeah,
it was nice. On my phone. I was like, what? But all I know is there was 2 shirts, and I have to get them.
Hey, Biz, what's up? Hello, everybody. Sorry I couldn't say hello to everyone before.
No. At least you're here now. You know, we're not digging you out of a tree.
No, and like my neighbors, their tree went down, like hit their house. Yeah, it's all kind of crazy stuff.
Look about Meryl smoking trees here.
Hell, you know,
marijuana.
I don't know.
I'm gonna get some marijuana. Oh my god, that's great. So Meryl Womack, that's really great. The 8-track. I can't believe you found that in the wild. That's amazing. Now I did want to mention that. Oh yeah, here's something interesting. I'll wait for Tim to get back for this.
No, I was doing. I just wanted to grab because obviously I didn't have time to prepare for anything. But what a day for this finally to arrive.
All right, haven't got mine yet. And there was another magazine from England that just came out, Viva La Rock, that has I don't know if I can get one of those.
Well, no, I was getting it, and it was going to cost me $26. So I decided.
I just reached out and said, can you send me one for the archives? I don't know if they will. I didn't know that one was coming out. I had no idea. So here's what I want to tell you. So I get home, right, after this crazy schedule of going to sleep late, waking up early, driving, thrifting, barely eating, barely sleeping, rocking out with SoapGirls, selling merch day after day, boom, 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 boom. And then driving 13 hours, well, actually it took 20 hours to get back from where I was in Wisconsin. So about 20 hours drive home straight by myself. So then I get home and of course I get to the house and it's like, 3 a.m. and I have to do an hour or 2 of something, unpacking, feeding the cats, like just whatever, going through bills, just whatever I have to do to put my mind at ease so I could finally go to sleep. So that moment when I got home, my schedule and my routine changed abruptly from what it was in the last week or a half or whatever. So, what I noticed was great. The first 2 days I was here, I would do, a couple, 2-3 hours of intense work, whatever it was, cleaning the house, catching up on email, paying bills or whatever. And then around 9 or 10 in the morning, nap. I would just take a nap. Like I would just lay on the couch. Cricket came out of the rooms that she's been hiding in for months, came out, took a nap on the couch with me for the first time in months. I took a nap with Marty on the bed, stretched out like in the middle of the day. Well, the middle of the day for me is like 9, 10, 11 in the morning, right? So the middle of the day, I'm taking naps for an hour or longer. And I was like, wow, this feels really nice. It's the first time in my life I think I've actually really appreciated a nap. Like my elbows were still on fire from from driving and holding cameras and I was just like really appreciating naps all of a sudden. I'm 55 years old. I'll be 56 in December. It's the first year in my life I've really, really appreciated naps.
I thought you were gonna say that you took naps because I used to take cat naps, like literally with
disco naps
so often. Yeah.
Disco naps, 15, 20 minutes before your eyes get into REMs. That's my kind of nap. But I was so exhausted and I was on a fiery nonstop schedule and all by myself, just making it all happen. Well, I certainly had help at the SoapGirls shows, but just driving, going from place to place, I was just like boom, 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 and loading the car, coming back. Right
dude.
when I got up in the morning to take this 20-hour drive back, I'm loading the car by myself. Everything's really fucking heavy. I got my
I saw the
suitcase
boxes.
in the car, but my door can't open all the way because how some guy parked next to me. So I'm trying to adjust the suitcase, and I lift it up, and it punches me. The wheel punches me right in the lip, splits my lip open in 2 places. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I have to get in a car.
But
So
wait,
I'm like,
you took a picture, right?
no,
Oh, come
no.
on.
No, I'm not even thinking about cameras. So I'm like, oh man. So I get in the car and it's like swelling up. I'm like, I have to go to like get a breakfast and putting the icy drink against my fucking. As I'm starting a 20-hour journey with a busted lip.
you should have streamed because I would have watched that.
And then just maybe 2 days ago, the scabs fell off my lip. I was hurting myself every day. I swear.
When I see all the other ones did too.
I'd have to put Band-Aids on the tips of my fingers every day before I went thrifting because they were all like my cuticles were all bleeding and they were all like just garbage. It was just
So
I was
the
so
question
beat.
is, how are the pussy ankles? Are they better?
Oh, it was never pus. It was just liquid.
Oh, well, that's what pus is.
They were never infected. No, it was just
No. Yeah, okay.
It wasn't like infected. It was just
No, but it was gross.
Well, here's the thing, too much information. But when I was driving there, I was telling people I had basically a little bit of gauze and some paper towels wrapped around my ankles, and with flip flops. And I had this one big ant bite that was still a blister. It was about that big. And no joke, it was about that big.
And it was like, to be honest, like I was kind of laughing at him, like going on. When he showed that to me, I'm like, oh god, it was nasty.
It was like a ping pong ball full of water.
It was colored water. Water's clear. This wasn't clear.
It was nasty. But anyway, so it was the one big thing that was still on my ankle. It was keeping me from wearing shoes because all the other ones had kind of gone the way of healing, scabbing up, right? So there's one on my ankle, and at some point during the drive, I think I was maybe 10 hours into the drive or something, getting these horrendous leg cramps in both legs, right? Both legs. And I was not going to pull over for that because I was like, no, I got 30 more miles to the next exit. I'm going. I'm on a schedule, right? So what I did was I just pushed my 2 legs down on the floor and stiffened them up. So I was driving like with my legs straight out, like I was just over there. I just had to power through these spasms, right? So I was just stiffening my legs, and I would like bang my heels on the bottom of the floor just to try to work out. And so when I was banging my heel, I felt the last one just burst, and all that stuff went down into the gauze pad and down my foot, and I was like kind of relieved, but kind of really grossed out. But I just kept driving. I couldn't do anything. I just kept driving. And when I got gas at the next place, I changed all the bandages, but it was a big relief. But then I still couldn't wear shoes because it was a raw wound, right? It was like had just popped, right? So then for a couple of days when I wasn't with SoapGirls and I was thrifting all day, I would just have gauze stuff taped on my feet and then paper towels. Paper towels.
Okay. What did they say about it?
Paper towels from about here down.
What did they say about it?
They didn't know but for the shows, when I go into the shows, I put on socks and shoes, but I put a lot of gauze under my socks. Right. And it was uncomfortable and my feet were on fire all night, but I just dealt with it. And then I'd shower when I got home, go back to paper towels on my ankles. But the last day I was there was the first day that I could wear shoes all day. Like the last day I could wear shoes all day and I didn't have to wear like a bunch of gauze and stuff. So, and then when I got home was the first full day I was able to wear shoes, and then I never wore flip flops again.
and I have to say, as you already know, those flip flops are so cool.
They say sport, and they are red, white, and blue, and they're not quite big enough for me, but
they are perfect.
They were bought in a pinch by a friend of mine when I was going to the emergency room.
Probably for $1.33.
Worth every penny. Welcome to your 50s naps. Well, I knew, see, a lot of people were in their 50s and loving naps before me. And even in their 40s, I got people who were loving naps. But I never really was a nap lover until I took naps recently with my cats. I have to be like, that van is a mom van, Fuzz. Man, I can't remember which one was Lacrosse. Was that the warehouse? Was that the last show?
One. Yeah,
the last one, the warehouse. Yeah, I was up for a while with them, but after you dropped me off, Fuzz, I went right to sleep, man. I packed everything. I packed everything for the next morning so that all I do is wake up and go. So it took me about an hour, but yeah, I passed out, man. Thanks, Fuzz, for your service, man. You really were a huge help to me getting back to my hotels at night and helped me at the show and just being a friend and hanging out. Thank you. Thank you. Now, I do want to mention that coming up this weekend, I'm going to be very interested to see what a fucking ordeal. I'm sorry you're going through it. Don't be sorry for me. It was just a challenge, you know. I had to. And speaking of challenges, this damn sink.
Oh shoot! That's right. Still.
Well, it's 95% done. It's working. I just have to do a couple more things when I get home. I got to paint. I got to caulk. I got to put this thing under the bowl sink called a stand. But right now it works. Everything's cool. We fought with it. I've spent more money than I should have because of some. I don't even want to go into it because it's so.
And I'm going to jump in and just ask. So the wall plate. There's a plate that goes on the wall first, and then that's on already.
Well, there's no wall plate. It's just a backing. It's just stone. Well, let me tell you people what happened. So about a month or two ago, maybe 2 months ago, I was in using my bathroom upstairs, and I had one of those fake countertops with the sink that drops below it, right? So you have the countertop, which is this fake marble thing, and then you have this white sink bowl that's below. So I think I was washing some laundry by hand in the sink bowl, and the whole bowl just fell into the bottom of the sink, like the little clips that I guess held the little cheap ass bowl to the fake countertop just rusted and just fell off. And so then I had to prop it up with what's that called? The P-trap of the pipe. I had to prop the P-trap up with some detergent bottle or something to keep the sink from totally falling in, so I could at least use it for 2 months a little bit, right? But it was like janky and it wouldn't drain right because it was all at an angle. So for like 2 months I had to use this sink that was all crazy. And when I first went to get a quote for getting new marble and a new vanity, it was like $2,000 or $3,000. It was like, what? It was like half that, if not a third of that, 10 years ago when I looked at the prices, right? So anyway, so I was like, well, that's impossible.
A dependable friend of ours.
But some friends of ours came together, Jared, and I got some free advice from our friend Dennis. My friend Sam broke his back getting that stuff in today. So they all came through and we got it done. But I got to tell you, there's a couple of things that went wrong. I'm not even going to mention that cost me so much damn money, but it's still cheaper than it would have been. But because a couple of things went wrong, I spent about $600 extra, but it's all done.
And you said Sam put it in.
Sam, well, me and Jared put in the actual vanity, tore the old one out, put in the new one, and then got to the point where he just couldn't do the sink. He couldn't figure it out. He's not a plumber. So Sam says I could do it. So we figured it out today, but we had to keep going back to the hardware store for different parts. We'd get the wrong thing. But there's a hardware store several blocks away. So it was good, but we got it done. My first real,
right by Bose.
Yeah. My first real stone countertop in a bathroom. And I've had a real stone countertop in my kitchen for the last 5 years or so, which is the first real stone countertop I've ever had in any house. And now we got a real one up here. And there's one of those, what it's called, a vessel sink, one of those big bowls, right? Big glass bowl on top. It's so cool. It is. And my cats love it. And there's much more space on the counter for the cats to hang out because that's where they drink water. They have a little fountain up there, and they're very happy with it. So anyways, it's done. It was a little more of a nightmare than I'd planned, but still more affordable than if I got it in the real world. And I hate when shit breaks in my house because it just means you need to fix it. But if I fix it, I always try to make it better than it was before. I don't want to go back to the same old cheap fake countertop that was hard to clean. You ever try to clean those things that are made of fake whatever? Impossible. They just come off. Like this weird grit comes off. Oh, it's gross, man. Oh, hell with that thing. It's in my backyard right now. Threw it out there. One day I'll take it to the dump.
It's all your ankle skin and everything in there.
Oh man, dude, I can't believe I have a working sink up here now. It's like a new world for me. All right, so did we lose everybody in that conversation?
Probably.
Talking about my sink woes. It's crazy. Well, now what time is it even? Oh, 8:11. Hey, now I'm not saying we have to, but if anybody wants to do noise tonight, I'm down. But let me know. I got Humberland Crossing. Okay, there we go. I got that one. Let's see. It was all cool, man. Glad to help. Thank you, brother. Oh, hey, Tim, don't. You have to post.
Oh, that's right. I got doing the other. Yep,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah. I'm not in Ohio, everybody, please. This is Tim trying to be me again.
No, not.
Ankleskin.com. I got so many gross stories about that to tell, but I'm not going to tell them. Now, I mean, as I was saying, this weekend coming up, I'm looking forward to not only going to the DEVO rehearsals, which will be fun. I'm going to stay in a new hotel I've never been in Hollywood called Tommy's, Tommies. I don't know much about it. It looks kind of cool. Very close to SIR, very close to a little medicinal store, and very close. Well, it doesn't have to be medicinal there, but it's medicinal for me. And it's very close to Amoeba. So that's all cool. And I get to meet not only our good friend Roxy Dot, Grandpa Bampa. Not Grandpa Bampa. That's a different grandpa I know. But Grandpa from LA, Roxy Dot. Get to see her. But first I'll get to see my friend Vahe from the band Nutra. It's a very Devo inspired band from California. He's gonna pick me up at the airport, take me to Mutado on Saturday, and then I get to meet up with my friend Johnny Martin on the last day I'm in town. He's the bass player for LA Guns and Tiffany, which I think is a great mix. He's a great guy, character. We met on the cruise, and yeah, we're gonna have to hang out. I can't wait. Haven't hung out with him outside the cruise yet, so it's gonna be interesting.
I didn't even realize, because you said that before, but I'm thinking, well, you need to get him and Kyle together, because
he probably already knows. I'm sure we're going to talk about that. I'm sure he already knows him. I'll just have to ask. But yeah, the Bang Tango thing. A lot of their shows got canceled, but now they're starting to book more. I don't know what happened there, but I'll have to check in with Roxy about that.
I was filled in a little.
Now, Marty, the Marty update. I'll give everybody a Marty update. Marty is pretty chill around here. I think he's got some hairball thing that makes him cough every now and then. I got to get that looked at. When I get back in town, that time for the guy and the girls, get a checkup. But Marty's been doing good. He's going outside a lot less because it's hot as balls outside. He goes out for maybe 2 hours a day when I'm here at most. And he's very relaxed around the house. He does jump at the girls like they're toys sometimes, which really makes them angry. But for the most part, the girls are making progress and getting closer to him and not howling so much when he's around. And Cricket's making her way out here into the rest of the house, which she hasn't done in a couple months. And so getting better. But not perfect yet. They're not tight family yet.
Yeah. I don't think you're ever going to reach perfect, but
no. Well, I think they'll get to a space where they're not howling at each other and hissing. But Marty's totally chill, and what a good boy he is. And now every morning when I wake up, I know he's going to be on that bed. The other girls won't come up there.
And that's why he's coughing, because he's been snapping with you.
Yeah, I got a lot of hair that falls off. Noise, yes, Bill. Yeah. If you wanna, and Tim, are you ready to do noise? Because that's 2 people.
I probably could.
Yeah, of course. All right, hey, buddy, look at this.
And I was laughing. Breakfast King and Vince and stuff. They were talking about your ankles, and we got cankles and crankles and crunkles.
Look who's here.
Crunkles.
Come here, buddy.
Well, speaking of the Martin.
Hey, Marty. You're a good boy. Sometimes you smell like urine, Marty, but not today.
If you quit peeing on him, he wouldn't.
Good boy. Come on, you want to get down here? He makes biscuits. The hardest I've ever had a cat make biscuits. Well, his paws are huge. His paws are huge. His paws are huge, and he come here, buddy. Show everybody.
He was probably doing it on bark.
Oh wait. Oh, good boy, honey. Look at the people.
What, Adrian? You don't want to eat crunchy crunkles or whatever?
How you doing, Marty? Look at the pretty
Marty,
boy.
What's up, buddy? What's up?
He's a good boy. He's getting so big, man.
And like the first time I met this young boy, he was on that was when he was still outside, and he was on his house on the front step. And I was walking up and walked right up to him, just started he welcomed me immediately. Like he's just a lover.
He's pretty good with that.
Yeah.
He's pretty good with that. So let me show you. There's two things that I wanted to show people from my trial, and I think I've shown you these tips, but they're very odd things. Now, first thing I'm going to show you, I found at a flea market. I believe it was in Kentucky. I could be wrong. Could be Wisconsin. But anyway, it was the biggest flea market I've ever been to. I think actually it had to be, you know what? It might even have been in Illinois. It may have been right outside of Chicago because I think Vance was going to take me there. Anyway, it was a very huge flea market. I could not even walk through the whole thing, Tim. And I was there hours. I couldn't get through.
There's been a couple that,
dude, this one,
yeah.
If you ever take a road trip with me anywhere, I think we should go to this damn flea market. You'll blow your mind. Almost every other booth had stuff to look through, records, tapes, CDs, big boxes, and so this one guy, he was just like this youngish, probably 30, maybe 40 something year old guy, and long hair, and it looked like he was a doctor or a lawyer on vacation, just selling stuff at the flea market. And he was just kicked back, smoking a pipe maybe or something, and flip flops on, nice tan, and he had all these boxes of like stuff, and they had a few boxes of just what looked like a bunch of cassettes, and it was a bunch of home taped cassettes. But I started looking through, and he was like, "Man, I got to get rid of that stuff. You want to take it all?" I'm like, "Nah, I can't use all these home taped stuff." He was like, "Look, man, 10 for $1, whatever you can pull out of there." So I start going through, right? I'm like, okay, I'm going to find 10 cassettes, and it was hard because most of it was self-recorded, handwritten tapes.
And who wants that crap unless it's an expensive tape?
I did get 10 items out of there. Exactly. I think. Well, actually, no, I think I went around the corner, found another box, and got another 2 items. So I think I paid $1.20 for 12 items. And this was one of them. And I didn't know what it was when I first got it out. Now, Tim, I'm going to make myself bigger here for a second.
Get bigger.
Now, people, I'm going to hold this up, and I'm just going to show you the front and maybe a brief snip at the side. But what is this?
I already know what it is.
I know you know what it is.
And you didn't show me that.
But look at this. Okay, everybody. Now, it's about the size of, I'll just show you the back of this cassette, about the size of a cassette, right? But it's thinner than a cassette. Now, what could that be, everybody? What could this be? Does anybody have a guess? Who hasn't seen the video? Wolf's Flea Market. That's it, Zepearl. That thing. That's what we got to go to, Tim. I couldn't even get through the whole thing. There was tons of it I didn't see because I just could not get through it. James Hetfield.
I haven't heard that.
I would love to see Tim. Look. That's right, Missy. It's a mini disc. Look on the.
No, she said mini CD.
Well, mini disc CD, but
no, mini CD is a 3-incher.
It's a mini disc. Well, but I know what she's saying. But yeah, so this is a sealed retail version mini disc of Mariah Carey's album. Now, this thing, not sealed, sells for $50-$60.
I was going to say $60, yeah.
So I'm going to put this up for $100.
It'll sell fast.
But it's like, I can't believe this is like the one time I've ever found a used mini disc like this or a new. I've never seen a mini disc
and
like
you know
this.
me, like I collect them like crazy because you can't find them anywhere.
10 cents. 10 cents. Okay. 10 cents. So then after I get this and 9 other cassettes, he says, "Oh, don't forget to go around the corner. There's another box of stuff I have." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I go over there and I get this, right? And I just look it up because it's like a kid's tape. It's video game related. I'm like, well,
no, but it's Nintendo and it's Mario.
See if I can make a couple bucks off this, right? Favorite mushroom party hits. I implore you to look this up to see what it sold for.
What, you're not going to tell them now?
Well, maybe somebody will look it up and tell us in the side chat. I don't want to be the one to say, "Oh, I know what this is." I want somebody to look it up and go, "Oh my God, that sold for what?"
Well, but I did look it up.
I know, but it's very shocking.
People are still talking about the mini disc. No, it's a mini disc, guys. Do you have? Is that other one you got open, Mike?
I don't. I only have one mini disc.
Oh, well, hang on. I'll grab one. I'll grab one to show people what it looks like.
Okay, yeah, it says mini disc right there.
I'll be right back.
It was a special disc that you had to have a mini disc player. I had a mini disc recorder, and from what I remember, it looks kind of like an 8-track would have looked because the disc is in a case. It's in a shell, a see-through shell from what I remember. And I would buy mini disc all the time, but blank ones for my mini disc recorder. I recorded hundreds of shows, I think, on mini disc at a certain point in the 90s, maybe early 2000s. So yeah, mini disc. And he's going to show us one that is a retail version that's open. But this is the first time I've ever seen one in the wild, especially sealed. 10 cents. What? In a big bin of mostly home recorded tapes. And then this. If anybody wants to look this up, just put in favorite Mushroom Party Hits cassette Mario, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Blew my mind. I was like, whoops, gonna buy this for 10 cents right now. I gotta go. And then I was like treating this mini disc and this cassette like gold the whole way home. I was making sure they were wrapped up in, clothes or something to keep them, keep them safe. I just didn't want anything to happen to those items, man. Protecting them with my life. Fun with shrooms, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's pretty interesting what you can find when you dig like that. And I one of the best feelings for me, being somebody who really enjoys digging for music artifacts like that, is going to places I've never been, walking up to a flea market that's huge, obviously huge, or a thrift store that's obviously the right kind of thrift store, and just walking in going, I've never been here before. This is very exciting for me. I don't know what it is. It's the hunter-gatherer gene that I have. I think Mark Mothersbaugh calls it the squirrel gene that collectors have. Now, I'm going to make Tim big here. Hold on a second. Solo. Show him what you got.
So I went, and like the first one I grabbed is a sealed one of Stone's Tattoo You.
What would that sell for?
I don't know. You know me, I collect them. So
look, Peter Graves. Look at Peter Graves said.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Can you believe it? Can you believe how much that sells for?
I mean, I can, because I've been keeping up with some of the video game recordings. So here's another one. And
show us what it looks like.
And here we go. Opens, like a cassette.
Oh yeah. Oh, so they're not see-through. They're like okay. The ones I bought that you record on were clear.
And see, they look like a floppy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So that's
it.
But it's about 3.5 inches by I'm right just over that. So yeah.
Yeah. Looks a lot like a floppy disk.
Yep.
For sure. Hold on a second. Somewhere around here. Hold on. Talk to the people.
Talk to the people. Well, hell. What else do I have to talk to you about? I don't know. And I don't even know if I missed positives or anything like that. But Adrian, they sound great. Basically, it's the equivalent of the highest quality that you can get digitally, because it's still a disc. I still don't prefer all that, but it was a neat commodity for a short time, and even the units. If anybody ever runs across a mini disc player at a thrift store or whatever, grab it, whether it works or not. They go for good money.
Okay. Yeah. So I found this.
Oh yeah, you got it. Yeah.
This is my old mini disc recorder, and it's got a extra battery pack on it that I had. It's beat to shit because it's been so many shows, but I don't know if it's got one in it. Hold on. How do you damn eject it? Oh, there we go. No, there's not one in it, but I do have. I have a little pack of them somewhere around here.
Yeah, in that box with all the electronic stuff. And what I want to add to,
I said then.
The players I was talking about, like that's a recorder that he has.
Yeah,
those ones don't go for as much, but like the players, and the players will record as well. They're like the old, 80s rack units.
Yeah. So this is the thing that you would carry around. This had a microphone that I attached, and this had a microphone that could be attached to a wall, like stuck to a wall, and that gave great sound. I would stick it on the wall by a soundboard and just have this sitting by the soundboard. Got very cool recordings that way. But
And
yeah, I have a
there's
little
a message there, and no reason to be gentle, you know. Freaking
hold on, I'll be
hit
right back.
that shit. Just bring it, bring it, bring it. Yeah, I did not have time to prepare for anything because of the joy that was going on, and the news, like where I live, it's right on the lake, so we don't usually get any storms, and like Ohio gets snow, but I don't get it here because I'm so close to the lake. It usually blows over. So today was insane.
Okay, I found it.
Here we go.
Okay, so this is a little case that I kept. Hold on, how does it open? How does this thing open?
It flips.
It flips.
Well, yep, the other way around.
Okay, so yeah, it flips open kind of backwards. Hold on. So there's little slots for all the discs. So it's this little case like this. So you flip it open, and you can take your disc. So these are the ones that were the ones I recorded on. They were clear, right? But every now and then you'd find one that wasn't clear.
I was gonna say you got a whole box of not that brand. You got the same brand, the other one of the color, and they're called like jellies or something. Remember?
Yeah, they were just hip to have them in colors.
Yeah,
but they're not see-through on the back.
Right. But it was a different brand, and you have a pack of them somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got them around, but I think these might be all blank. That's probably why I had them in here, because they're all still blank, waiting for shows that were never recorded.
Record on that shit.
I used to love mini disc, man. I did a lot of stuff with that. I think I recorded the Weirdos live in 2003 on the thing.
And Miss Weirdos, those are cute.
Hey, are we doing noise or no? Is that a thing?
There was one other person.
Is that a thing? Did you see the little New Kids on the Block thing I got? Hold on.
No. Here we go. Debbie Gibson, Tiffany, they're all coming out. Of course, you didn't hear that from me. I can't. What? Oh, is that robot doing that, Miss You?
All right. Okay, so we've shown you weird things that are small and not.
Oh, no, don't talk about that, Mike.
No, come on. All right. So look at this thing. I found this at the same place I found the mushroom tape and the mini disc. It's this little cassette-looking thing, but it's not, the right size, because this is the cassette and this is this little thing.
But
right?
Mike, open that up.
Yeah, I will. But the size was like, okay, what is that? Well, it's just a little thing with gum in it. Well, it didn't have gum in it, but it was just a gum thing. But it was a little cassette. I thought that was so cool. And the gum was shaped like a cassette.
The reason I was asking is because I had never seen before, but I bought at a garage sale like a rack unit that plays mini cassettes, and I'd never seen that.
Oh, really? Now dig this. Ed Warner is in a band, a very famous band. He just recently joined this band, Electric Frankenstein, and they're going to cover Solitary Confinement by the Weirdos. Now, you've heard the Dickies cover that, haven't you, Edward? Edward, the Dickies do a great cover of Solitary Confinement.
Hell yeah.
Solitary Confinement. I'm in. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Biz. Aaron, can you tell us what you're listening to tonight on your show? Right. But yeah, so busy day tomorrow. I got to get up and check into my flight at 7:55. Make sure my known traveler number is included in the reservation, because if it's not, it makes my day a pain in the ass. So I got to make sure that's on there. And then I got to pack and get ready to go and try to hang out with my cats as much as possible tomorrow. If you know what I mean. Yeah, the Dickies rule for sure. Yeah, so if you guys are over in there in the England area, in the Europe area, you want to go to thedickies.com. All of their tour dates are listed. I know there's Germany. I believe there's Belgium. and others. But yeah, go over there and check them out. You don't want to miss the Dickies live. They always show and prove, no matter what. Never have I seen a bad Dickies show.
No.
And I've seen a lot of Dickies shows.
And they're all different, yet they're all the same. And yeah, it's just
I own a lot of Dickies shirts, man. I can tell you. But now I own a lot of SoapGirls shirts. But look at this. I never thought I'd wear a tie-dye, man. But it was great. A lot of guys who don't usually wear tie-dyes were buying shirts that were tie-dye because it was the only ones we had in their size. And they would come to the next show and wear them. And I'd be like, man, you look really good in that. Like they would look really good in these colors. So I thought, well, I got a pink hat. I might as well get a pink shirt.
And Mike, Zepp was asking this earlier about that
No,
new
it's not
kids.
a dat. I'll show you a dat. Hold on.
I was going to say, you got one right there. So, and that's one thing I don't have much of.
I can't really show you the dat because it's in a long box.
Oh shit! Okay.
Wait, let me get big real quick here. Hold on. Okay, this is the dat that I have, but it's in this sealed long box. DEVO released their 1988 Total DEVO album on dat tape. And this is very hard to find. Very, 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 very hard to find.
Well, any pre-recorded dat tapes.
I think my friend Vahe gave me this years ago.
But you
I
had some other ones that were recorded on. Where are those at?
Like I recorded on?
You had some dat tapes.
Not released.
They're in the office.
Not released ones, right?
No, just dat tapes. Just to show them.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hold on a second.
Yeah, because I mean that's what I think. Because it was an unusual thing and short-lived, but it was very high quality and very often instead of using the reel-to-reel or high-end digital for masters, people would often use.
I don't have DATs. No. What you're thinking about are these mini DV tapes.
No, I know what those are.
Huh. It says Roxy Dot at Tyler Road, 2006, 2007. Who knows what's going on there? These are mini DV tapes. So these were videotapes for obviously a mini DV cam. And I shot a lot of stuff on these over the years when I was touring with DEVO in the early 2000s. Lots of stuff on these.
That one backstage. Remember? It was before a show when Alex was little. That was on.
Oh yeah, lots of that stuff.
Yeah.
Now this is Roxy's band called the Rap Bastards.
Yeah.
She played bass in this kind of rock rap band. I got footage of them performing live 2006. Seems like a lifetime ago. Now these are.
Hey, Crippen van Frocht is heading out.
Oh! Did I miss something that he asked? Crip, did you ask me something that I missed, buddy?
No, he's just saying he's got to go.
Okay, I didn't really talk to him while he was here, so I feel bad. Bye, Crip. Sorry I couldn't speak. I was just running my mouth.
Take care, man.
Look, these are video 8 tapes too. I have some footage on these. Okay, look at this. Wiffle Fist show, 1992. Silica Gel, Beatles.
Isn't it
all
Beatless?
kinds of people. Huh?
Isn't it pronounced Beatless?
We know it's pronounced Beatles, but spelled Beatless.
Because I thought he always said Beatless.
Thor. This is all Thor stuff. 1998. Thor. I Threw Up art show. I threw up art. So I have lots of old media like this that I recorded on. Look, every time somebody gave me, because I never bought any of these cameras. I'm sure that people gave me this stuff. Every time somebody gave me a new camera that I could use, I would use the hell out of it.
And
Dead Wax, what's up?
He's back.
Dead Wax. I spent so much time at Home Depot last week. I'm sick of it. And Home Depot is nothing compared to this little tiny mom and pop hardware store that's $2.
And I agree. I agree.
I hate having to go to Home Depot. I had to go there today.
Guys, it's an Ace hardware, but it's like an old school Ace. And
well, it's handyman hardware. That's what it's called.
Well,
not that one over there. Not that one by the Chinese restaurant, over by Bojangles.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting them confused.
Oh.
But Home Depot, I spent $600 there today. Didn't want to, but I had to fix a mistake, and it sucked. But yeah, Dead Wax, Randy, good to see you, man. You're next on my list of VC meetups, brother. You better watch out. I'll just fall up into your house, man. I'll just fall right up in there. Ask Zep, man. Ask Zep. It happened. Dead Wax, good to see you, man.
Beware, man.
What have you been doing, Dead Wax, man? What have you been doing? You been buying records?
He's been home.
Not buying records now. What you been listening to? What you been listening to, Dead Wax?
Oh, and I got to mention this to everybody. And I have no idea, like Mark's, the store Mark's. I don't know how many people have them in their, where they
don't
live.
have them down here.
I don't know if it's a northern thing. I know it's a chain. But anyways, my record group online today notified us there was a dumping at the Mark's stores of records, tapes, and 8-tracks sealed 2 for $1. And guy was showing me he got Flock of Seagulls, Rick Springfield, like all this shit, albums sealed 2 for $1. And
when did that happen, and why weren't we a part of this?
Today, they just posted today. So it just happened. But like, why would a store like that get like 80s music?
I don't know.
Like, sealed?
You didn't go there as soon as you heard it was happening?
Dude, I was at doctors all day, and then I came home to, shit falling on my house and my cars and all that stuff,
Man, that Flock of Seagulls record would have made it a better day.
Oh, I mean, I have a sealed one, and I think I gave you one too, but it's all good.
A cool find.
Yes.
Now, are we doing noise? I guess not. Now, let's let me just show something else. Hold on.
No, Zep. No, the friend of mine was one of the ones that he posted it, and I forgot they also had 7-inch, picture sleeves and everything else, and this guy is like us, and he was just flipping out because this stuff was pristine. That doesn't happen. Sounds like total BS to me, but he actually showed me the pictures. And he showed me the gondola at Mark's. So, yeah. And they just shoved, like, the albums are at the bottom, 7 inches. It was just, they just shoved them all.
You say they just shoved albums in his bottom?
Well, they did that later, but when the lights were off.
That sounds like great content for somebody's YouTube channel. They shoved albums in his bottom.
I think
that would get more viewers than the auctions.
I don't think
if we could shove albums in Dead Wax's bottom.
I don't think it's possible.
Tim, you could do it if you put your mind to it. Okay, you guys. Now, some of you may have seen these things.
Randy, we're gonna have to use the 16-inchers.
Some of you may have seen these things in the video I posted, but
Wait,
I'm gonna show them anyway.
Wait, what are we talking about?
I'm gonna show them anyway. Here we go, Tim. Watch this. All right, now I found this in a thrift store, just like this, in this box, right? And I noticed it says this on it: Dr. Ann's on mental health. Phonograph. I always love these old mailers, and they're really thin too. But records got safely.
Yeah, and fairly sturdy though.
Now this is from Wallace Laboratories. Okay, Wallace Laboratories. And now here's what I did. I was in the store, and I saw this, and I flipped this up, and I pulled this out. Oh, hold on. I pulled it out much easier than that. And it says this. That is wild, man. I can't wait to hear this. So I haven't even pulled the record out. Maybe I should do that. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, man, there's lots. There's a big booklet in here. Oh, look at that. Blank.
Oh, and listen to how it's sticking to the plastic.
Oh, yeah, it's minty.
Yeah, that's not been played. That's not been out of the sleeve. Yeah, look at one-sided record.
Yeah. Now, but let's see what else is in here.
Vince says, Tranquilizers.
I've never taken everything out of it. Oh, look at this booklet. Oh, the booklet is part of the cover. Okay.
Wait, it comes with tranquilizers.
All these people are on tranquilizers. Oh, there's the guys that are giving you the info.
Yeah.
He's talking about how much he loves tranquilizers.
He's a hippie.
Anyway, that's pretty cool. I'm going to have fun digging into that. Let's see. What does it say here? Commemorating a decade of tranquilizer therapy, ushered in by the discovery of Miltorn meprobamati. Still today, the therapeutic standard and control of anxiety. Wow. And this is probably 60s, I'm guessing. Oh, yeah, 1964.
See?
1964 tranquilizer therapy. Pretty cool find, if you ask me. I mean, I get excited about finding these records, not so much finding like rock records or, you know, this kind of stuff really excites me. Yeah. So anyway, speaking of being excited, I found something else, which is really the cream of the crop for my whole trip. And I'm going to spoil the end of the video for you here, but it's worth me showing because
you wouldn't.
I found, this is the grand finale, you guys. I found these two records at the same thrift store. And it was one of the first stops I made on my way to Chicago. Okay. I stopped at a thrift store because my legs were cramping up, had to walk somewhere, went to a thrift store, found these, everybody. Okay. Just read the labels. Can you take Vince's thing off the screen, please?
I can.
Oh, okay. Is everybody reading?
I think they're
okay. Okay. What are the commandments? What is conscious? Right?
Conscience.
Conscience. What does a big sin do? What does a small sin do? Okay. Why isn't there the word for between between for right there? Why isn't the word the there? I just don't think they're using the term correctly. Amazing, right? Amazing. So what I'm going to do, my plan is I'm going to have these digitized, probably all of it. It can't be that long. All of it digitized, and I'll make a little video to go along with it, and I'll post it when I get a chance.
Hey, Mike, somebody's here.
Yeah, well, these are as underground as you can get, and these are punk. These are punk as hell, Vinyl Richie. These are some punk singles right here. You ever heard of this band? RFR? We're going to see RFR tonight. RFR is opening for DRI and MDC. RFR was a great band. They only played 2 shows. One with DRI and one with MDC. What? This is some of the best stuff I've ever found in my whole life. And when I looked it up online, which I immediately did when I get back to the hotel room, I found that only one site that I could find mentions this, and it's the WFMU, the New York radio station site, which has always supported what Wiffle Fist, my little experimental group from the late 80s, early 90s, they always supported us way down in North Carolina, and they've always been really cool. RFR rules. They're the hardest thrash, man. They're the hardest, man. So yeah, Vinyl Richie, good to see you, man. Thanks for popping in here. We're gonna see RFR as soon as possible. But yeah, back when you could put anything on a record.
I think you still can.
I'm not sure what year that came out, but I'm sure some internet sleuth could figure it out. But yeah, it was funny. Dr. October left me a comment on the video, and he was like, I'm interested to know what big sins do. Not much interested in small sins.
I just want to know what they are.
Well, you live them.
Oh,
you live the big ones and the small ones. Didn't they tour with SOD? They should have. I think there was 2 shows, just 2 shows. It was DRI, SOD, MDC, RFR. Come on, let's keep naming them. Or some other ones. 3-letter. Is that an acronym?
ABC.
Is that? Well, yeah. I don't think that's the right genre.
No. Just
Is that an acronym? Is that an acronym when you put MDCDRI? You know, when you have letters represent words.
Damn, why is my brain off?
Your brain remains off all the time.
Yes.
Acronym. Okay. COC. Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I think they were called corrosion conformity more than they were called COC, weren't they? Yeah, but COC makes sense.
And honestly, yeah, there's a lot of people that don't even know them by COC. But
COC, DRI, MDC, RKL, RKL. You know what that stands for, Tim? That's kind of a lesser known one.
No, I don't think I do.
It wasn't the greatest band name, but it was Rich Kids on LSD.
Oh, yeah.
RKL. And gosh, there had to be more. Anyway, I've had a lot of fun shooting the shit and just talking about my dumb life. I like to not only tell you the exciting stories, but the really boring ones too.
TLC.
Yeah.
I'm still just doing on the 3, but whatever.
Now, here's the thing. Next Thursday, I'll be back here.
Oh, yeah. XTC. Hey, Jay.
That's not the right genre.
I know, but, we're still following the thing,
Oh, FOD, and MOD. Yeah. RACP. I don't think you'd find them playing with the. Well, back in the day, I did see Chili Peppers play with Faith No More. It was when they were wearing socks on their junk.
CSC.
CSC. Cop Shoot Cop.
Yeah.
That's the wrong genre. PIL. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
ELO. KMFDM. Now, what does that stand for? I've heard what I think what I think it stands for, but I think there was a few. Oh, buddy, are you stuck? Hold on, Marty's stuck on something. Come here, honey. Oh yeah, my buddy. JFA, of course. What does KMFDM stand for, Tim? Do you know? I've heard one thing that I remember all the time, but there's other ones.
No. I don't.
Kill motherfucking Depeche Mode.
And I think you actually have told me that before.
But that's the most popular one. But there are other, ideas on what that stands for. LFO. LFO. What's that?
POD.
What's LFO?
That's the
REM. KIF. Now KIF, that's a good one. And I don't think anybody knows what that stands for except for me. Do you know what KIF stands for? Oh, I didn't know that. You don't know?
Nope.
Knowledge is for fools.
Okay. Nope. I did not know.
It's true though, isn't it? True statement.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it should be. It's a German phrase which means no pity for the majority. Oh, KMFDM? Or what? What are we talking about here? That's a band, actually. I think it's a pop band. Pop, maybe rap band. I don't know. LFO did Summer Girls.
Yeah, it was a 90s, 2000s, wasn't it?
I don't know. Here's Marty.
Yeah,
Here's Marty's ass.
Boy band.
Look at Martin. Get in the box, Martin.
Yeah.
Oh, Marty's in the box. Get in the box, Martin. Look how big this guy is. He's getting real big.
Living in the box.
His paws are so big. Yeah, but when he makes biscuits, man, he means business. He's like, and he does it really fast. Like my girls, they'll get on me and they'll go like so slow. He'll be like, he makes biscuits all day long. Oh yeah, junk. I'll collect your junk. I'm going to collect Vinyl Richie's junk. I'm going to have a collection of all the VC members' junk. Just snapshots. We call them dick pics in North Carolina. I'm a VC junk collector. Send them on in. We're going to have a live stream where we feature VC members' junk right here. SPK. Do you know what that stands for? I've heard a number of things, but there's only one that sticks out in my mind. It's an they started off as industrial. Okay, the one I've heard, writer Jordan Gory Joyler, is surgical penis clamp. Clamp with a K. What have you heard SPK stand for? I know there's a bunch of things that it stands for, but yeah. What? I put the Severed Heads in a box. That's a great band, Miss You. Severed Heads is a great band. Well, band, one guy mostly, but yeah. Oh, wait. Kind Mer Fur D. Okay. No pity for the majority, and also kill motherfucking Depeche Mode. Because I guess at the time, Depeche Mode was probably the majority of fans of that. When I first heard the term goth and first met the goth chicks in my junior high school and high school, Depeche Mode was at the top of their list. I'm a living in a box. I'm a living in a. Oh boy, this one right here.
Oh, that's cute.
This one, that one. I got some kick ass Stacy Q shit. Did you see that 12-inch I got? That really rare Stacy Q Two Hearts Beat as One on Formula One Records, not on the major label that it came out on later. Are you talking?
What's that?
Are you muted?
No.
Oh, I couldn't hear you back there.
No. I was saying the words.
You were reading with your.
No,
my dad used to do that.
The song, the Stacy Q.
Oh, you're singing it.
2 Hearts That Beat as One.
Now, I've heard somebody told me that song, SSQ, by the way, people, is Stacy Q's original band. It was kind of more of a synth pop, kind of new wave band, but she took her band with her when she became solo. So it was basically SSQ, but they just did more pop stuff. But SSQ is a killer band. They had a song called Syntheside, which is really sick. You should look it up. Stacy Q really shines there. But there was somebody told me a story about how the original Two Hearts Beat as One was either written or the demo recorded here in Raleigh. It has some history. What is SU? Deadwax just made that up.
Yeah, I think so.
Stacy Q got the Q from the James Bond movies. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. CCR. They'd play with DRI and MDC in a minute. Look, you see Marty chasing his tail. Look at Marty chasing his tail. Did you see it?
I see it.
He was running in a circle chasing his tail. I've never seen that happen. And look. He's still chasing it. Look at him. Go, Martin. Go, Marty. Oh, Leibach.
Go, Marty. Go.
Look at him go.
Marty.
Look at him. Get it, boy.
Get it, Marty. He's getting ready. He's like,
hey, buddy.
See,
look at him. Hey, buddy.
Messed up, man.
He knows he's in the shot. Look at him.
Hey,
Martin,
Marty.
I love Martin. Okay. He's good. Social unrest. Okay, right. I never heard him called SU though. We're going to see SU. Stacey Swain. Is that her real name? Oh, wow. Yeah, I love Stacey. There he goes. What are you doing, buddy? He's chasing his tail some more. He's out of the shot, but he's chasing his tail. Oh my God, there he goes. Anyway, in 5 minutes, we'll leave the entertainment up to our friend, Mr. Bizarre. Now, did he say what he's playing tonight? I missed that comment. Miss You, can you tell us what he's playing tonight? Nine Inch Nails. I swear, I got to say this over and over again. That is such a waste of a good band name. Nine Inch Nails should be a lot harder than this and more scary. Machine Age Voodoo. Never heard of that one. That's got to be some gothy, geeky shit right there.
You didn't read this one.
Yeah. I said Stacey Swain's her real name. I didn't know that.
Yep.
The weather in LA sucks. Well, I think the weather everywhere sucks right now. The weather was sucking in Wisconsin and Chicago for the most part, and it's sucking down here in North Carolina as well.
And Lisa, I don't know if you were on earlier, but we had storms and tree hit the corner of my house and a car, and they freaking caution tape in the yard. It's crazy.
All them witches. Okay, so we're gonna be throwing the goat over there tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna have it on in the background, you guys. I won't be able to say much in the chat. I'm gonna be packing stuff, running around, and going to sleep early tonight. But Olivia Newton-John tonight. Oh, ONJ. Why didn't anybody say that? Going to see ONJ and DRI and MDC with what is that horrible band? POV. What is that? Or geez. What was that band? Shit. Is it POV? Some horrible band that I think was even more horrible because of their beliefs. So yeah, I would like you know, the band I was in, Silica Gel, did a Olivia Newton-John cover. We covered "I Honestly Love You." Oh, Machine Age Voodoo is. Oh wait, I missed it. SPK's Poppiest Dance. Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to know all the SPK. There was quite a few of them, but all I remember is Surgical Penis Clamp. I have to get to bed early as usual. Well, Dead Wax, we want you to remain alive, and you have to get your old man sleep, and you have to be ready for when I visit you. So sleep now, because when I visit, there's no sleep. Okay, no sleep.
Till Brooklyn.
Oh, I love Donna Summer. Don't even get me started. I got a really rare Diana Ross disco single I'm happy about, but Donna Summer rules. That synth beat, she
I
like
have a
started
lot
electro
of
music.
rare.
If there was no Donna Summer, there would be no Zig Zig Sputnik. There would be no electro movement. There would be no really synth pop. That shit, that disco rhythm machine thing. Oh man, whatever it is. Oh, DOA. Nobody said DOA. I totally forgot. He's just rattling off some geeky music there. I know Visage, the Units, Los Microwaves. The other ones I'm not familiar with. But anyway, we have 3 minutes. We're going to shut her down soon here. Now, these little rubber people, gifts from the wonderful Millie of SoapGirls, are dancing for you. And,
I had to on the conversation going on. Wanted to show you
What?
this.
Yeah, that one right there. When she's sitting, that one rules.
But what are these?
Yeah, reels. Yeah, reels.
Freaking
Yeah,
reels.
that one where she's sitting. What's it called? It's like hits
Oh,
or something
It's on the radio, but
on the radio. That's great.
But this is volume 1 and 2 on one.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, Moroder. Yeah, he produced Zig Zig Sputnik and Donna Summer.
Yep.
Look at that, man. Look at that. Right on. Very good. Now, Tim, do a video about that on your channel.
Hey.
All right, Tim. Gotta go. We're
Gotta roll,
gonna sign off. I'm gonna tell these people goodbye. But do you want me to call you real quick after this? Talk for a minute.
Yeah, we'll do it.
All right. I don't have much time, but we'll get a
good
conversation.
seeing you all.
All right, everybody. Good luck with your storm
we'll
damage.
See you soon.
All right, everybody. Say bye to my longest living friend, Timothy Nolan, here in Ohio. Oh, and by the way, Tim, I mentioned you in the video I did. I showed a Mr. Jaws record and told our whole history with that. Yeah. All right. So see you later, Tim. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, man. Bye now.
All right. So my good friend Tim and everybody, thank you so much for coming here and hanging out. It's been a long time since I had this little hangout session in my house. Joel, thank you very much. That's much appreciated. And yeah, glad the tree didn't land on you. Thank you. Miss you for your service. Zep, we'll see you later. Thanks again, man, for being such a nice dude. And you too, Fuzz. Thank you. All yous, Vincent. Thank you. I mean, Ryder Jordan, Gory, Jory Leary, miss you. Everybody. Edward, what's up? Peace out. Hope to see you guys soon. And face to face would be nice. So I'm going to leave you with Dancing Little Rubber People. And I hope you, let's just put on these lights here. Yeah, let's do that. And we'll have the Dancing Rubber People. And let's go over to Aaron's channel. Anybody want to post that link real quick so that people can come over? There we go. Miss you just did it. Thank you. Thank everybody else. We love you. And we'll see you next Thursday before I go out of town again. And maybe we'll stream from LA. Okay. Bye, everybody. Do 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 do. Whoa, 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 whoa. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bye.